it's time to wrap up the final game of season 3 in regards to the semifinals right before the United Bowl. We already got one of our teams settled into the mix, along with our CSFA teams waiting to get their game taken off for the Natty, but we got to make sure that we get the final portion of this taken care of on that side. So we'll go ahead and get it started in a little bit. You see the two teams on the screen. It's going to be the homies in Tacoma taking on St. Louis. Eruption versus Archers in this ball game. I can't wait to see how this one goes down, but make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our homies, all down in the description below. Everything that you need to get started there. I'm going ahead and get everything settled up in this side. Make sure that it's all good to go for gameplay. Don't mind me while I'm doing a little clicking here and there. Just checking a few things. Got all the uniforms right, good to go. Nothing else has changed here. All the strats, playbooks, and etc. is all set for this one. Let me just double check the weather. It's going to be in this field here. It's going to be a night game once again. And we'll keep it clear on this one. Gameplay is all good. The rules are all good. And I got the expert picks up on my side. But right before we flip to it, let's go ahead and chat about both of these two teams here. We got the Tacoma Eruption. They're the number 3 seed. They finished the season with an 8-4 record. If I can remember, I don't have my list up at the current moment. I'm sorry, but kind of late at this current moment. Want to get these games out the way. But Tacoma had a fairly up and down season, but during the end of it, they were able to make some serious moves in the long run in regards to making sure that they secured a playoff spot. They've got some serious wins against the majority of the lower tier teams. Some of the upper ones, they came pretty close, but could not quite get the job done on some cases. So big shout out to Tacoma. They're going to be doing well. I have a good feeling. And on the other side, the St. Louis Archers, they're the number 2 team, and they've pretty much been undefeated outside of one team being in their way, and that was going to be Huntington Beach. Could not get the win against that team, but if they could win against Tacoma, they'll have one last chance to make up for those 2 losses. And in the regular season there with the 10-2 record, doing their thing, great job. Have a lot of weapons on both sides. Look out for Jordan Smith and Nick Lockett there for the Eruption. And you also have the homies over there in St. Louis. They have your mom. They have Bobby Markham at the quarterback spot. They have Tom Krieg. They have Darren Eliason, the defensive stud as well. So a lot of people are thinking that St. Louis is going to take this one, but there's only one way to figure out if that is going to be the case. You never want to, count your chickens before they hatch. That's one of those old school sayings right there, and I say it the first time, so that's good for me. But we're going to keep it moving in just a little bit. You see right there, and they just happen to have that 69 nice percent right there. You love to see it, but this game is nowhere near started yet. You never know what's going to happen. All the developers are also leaning towards St. Louis on this particular game, so only one way to figure out who's going to pull out this victory. We got everything all set up. Let's go ahead and hit that play game button like that, and we got the homies on the Discord. Make sure you shout out Hollywood Sports, Sports Universe, and Furious Sports on the Discord side. We also have Goals, Great One Hockey Sim League on the Sim affiliate side. They're on the ice, we're on the gridiron, and we're all doing our thing, making sure we making all these players for you so you could be great and you can get in the Hall of Fame in your in your respective sport. So make sure you show some love to them. Head down below. We have our link to our forum along with our Discord available for you. So click on, join up in there. And if you can't get in, just let us know. We'll go ahead and get that link on again if we have to change it. But I'm ready to get this game started. If you're ready to get this game started, both of these two teams lining up. Is going to be Tacoma taking the ball first. And our final game before the championships is underway. This Tacoma is going to take this one up the field. It's going to be Union Savage taking that one to the 20-yard line. is going to be 1st and 10 Tacoma. Let's see how the eruption comes through in this first matchup of the offense and defense. I'll go ahead and bring up the rosters a little bit just to go over who's going to be coming up for each team. It's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up here for Tacoma. Maxim Bouchard, that running back there, he's going to be leading that run game. He's going to be locking again. Looking middle of the field, caught by Franklin the second. And he's going to move it up a little bit closer for that 3rd down situation. But St. Louis looking to get him off the field as quick as possible. And we'll go ahead and bring up St. Louis's one if they get the stop. And it looks like they're going to hand off, and it looks like it's going to be just that. Looks like Potassium making that play right there for St. Louis. And that's going to get the ball to the Archers offense. And I'll go ahead and bring up this roster here for St. Louis. Let's talk about them a little bit as they get set up for this return here by Bob McBob, taking that one left side. And it's going to be down at the 35-yard line. Here comes St. Louis. And it's going to be the homie Bobby Markham at quarterback. Is going to be Jason Copeland and Antonio Lewis at the running back / fullback spots respectively. There's going to be Darren Eliason, Charlie Baker, and your mom right there. And I just said Darren Eliason. He's already running for a touchdown. And why you need to talk about the rest of the lineup there? You just took the words out of my mouth. But it's going to be a score regardless there. St. Louis is going to open this up one play. 6-0 is the score. It's going to be Joshua sending this one up the middle. Too easy there for Joshua. And already, before I can even finish the introductions, they're already on top. But your mom, Charlie Baker, and Darren Eliason outlined this wide receiver core. You already seen number 3 that we just seen. And it's going to be Tom Krieg taking that one at the tight end spot. And let's see if there's any other ones. No, on offense, that's no good. No one else. But they do have Joshua Ngo. You seen him on the extra point there doing his thing at the kicker / punter spot. But going on the defense, since they're on the field, kind of worked its way out. But Aaron Jacobson, Preston Dotson, and Alan Otero are the main peeps at the linebacker spot. And then they also have on the defensive back end, they have Caitlin Montaigne, and let me see here, and Bob McBob. So those are the peeps there on this St. Louis defense. It's going to be Bouchard, and I think that's that man, Preston Dotson, getting into the backfield for the loss. He's probably going to be rooting for his brother in the CSFA championship. See if he could get himself a championship ring too. Nick Lockett passing that one left side, wide open. Bates makes the first man miss, and is going to get inside the 40-yard line. Going to move him forward 5 more yards for the first, for the first penalty of the game. Caitlin Montaigne yanks him down. That's not going to be good for him. So we'll go ahead and keep this one moving. It's 1st and 10 coming up. It's going to be Lockett again, passing it. Looking deep left side. And it's in a lot of blue jerseys area right there. No dice on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Nick Lockett again. Looking middle of the field. Got his man Cremona. Going to get around 8. And Tacoma's finding their way to move up the field. But they'll need this 3rd down converted to keep it going. As I go ahead and set everything up, when we bring up Tacoma's roster here, going to hand off to Bouchard for another chance, but he's not going to get past Arn Jacobson, and I'm sure he's looking forward to see his brother move up to the USFA next season. So make sure you stand by for this season 4 USFA draft. Got a lot of users coming up from the CSFA. Now it's time for them to make their mark in the professionals, and that's what we do here in the USFA. We give you the chance to live out your collegiate career. And you could definitely start everything out, get your investments in, get your updates in, and your players will be making some serious moves. But that's not a serious move right there. That's going to be incomplete in the 2nd and 10. Markham going to be passing this one left side, and it's going to be caught by Krieg, but he's not going to get that 1st down. It's going to set up 3rd and 4. Tacoma does have the chance to settle into their settle into their defense here if they could get those tackles when they need it. It's going to be a pitch right side. Copeland's looking for the first down, and they're going to give it to him. He reached out the last second. That's going to make it 1st and 10 St. Louis. It's going to be a passing situation here. Looking for a man right side, incomplete, like a drop. It's going to set up 2nd and 10. This was definitely going to be the better of the two games, so I'm glad I'm putting this one out for the second game. A 5 wide out set for Markham. Under pressure, fumbles the football, picked up by McConnell, and he's going to take it to about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12, and that's going to get Tacoma right back in position to get some points. Maticus said he's going to be putting Tacoma back on the map, and he could make a huge statement here as Bouchard gets the carry, but there goes Alan Otero. And it looks like all of those linebackers there for St. Louis has made a play in the backfield. That's usually what happens within the first half or so. They always seem to find a way to get back there. Nick Lockett under a little pressure, but going to pass it and almost got the touchdown there. Just a little bit too high. It's going to be 3rd and 12 coming up. Lockett going to be middle of the field and dropped, and I don't think that was going to be enough for the touchdown nor the first down. So Tacoma's going to have to take these points here, but they can't be too mad at that if they could get some points on the board, get closer to getting that lead. It's going to be Bosk, and he's going to make it barely, but it does go through from 30. You can't be mad at turnovers to points. That is how you get back in the ball game. Trust in your defense to make the play, and they'll go ahead and do some good quality work for you. And you've seen in one of the CSFA games, looked like Isagusa was out and about, wasn't going to have a chance to come back into the game, but it came back into their favor once they got that one turnover that put them inside the 20, and it was smooth sailing from there. Got their offense invigorated right at the right time. But we got to talk about this game here. 7-3 under pressure again was Markham, and he's going to get hit. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 for 5 on the day for Markham. He got that big touchdown pass, but not too much else. Under pressure again. He's going to have to throw that behind the line of scrimmage. Thankfully for St. Louis, it wasn't caught, but there's going to be 3rd down coming up. Gonna be Markham again under pressure once again. Pass to the left side. Your mom does make the play, but Tacoma holds strong, and it's gonna be 4th and 6. Joshua sending that one away. It's gonna be down to the 20-yard line or so, and it's gonna be on my back. And what could be his final game if Tacoma does not get the victory. On my back, actually traded over to him by St. Louis, so it's a good redemption game for him. Probably wants to tell his former team that you should have never let me go, but Bouchard is going to get that first down play there. The final 5 minutes of quarter number 1 winding down. Tacoma looking to put some points on the board. We've yet to see a move from Jordan Smith at the current moment, but still plenty of game left. The blitz not going to their favor, but it does force the errant pass. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Taking the handoff. It's going to be sacked. That's going to be Potassium with number 2 on the day. Set up 3rd and 15 coming up. Acysulfame Potassium. I guess that's how it's said. It's going to be Nick Lockett again. Right side is going to be Smith, but he's going to get chopped down before he can get some yardage after the catch. And there goes St. Louis's defense standing strong right there. Final 3 minutes of the first. Bob McBob up the middle of the field. Going to make this down the 24-yard line. Here comes St. Louis once again on offense. Markham under some serious pressure right there. That's going to be incomplete right out the gate. 2nd and 10. Markham under pressure. He's going to fumble again, and McConnell is right there for the second recovery. Looking like he got a little bit of the flavor of that Dexter Jackson last week in season 12, but he couldn't take it for a touchdown. But he does give Tacoma another spot to get some points. Right side is going to be caught by Cremona right at the 11-yard line. Tacoma is not going down without a fight. That defense is screaming. It's going to be 2nd and 18 here. Does Maticus have the magic touch? We have to see. Does Nick Lockett passing under pressure? And he's going to throw an interception straight to Caitlin Montaigne at the back of the end zone. And he's going to give it right back to St. Louis there. A big turn of events here from that turnover is going to give St. Louis the football outside of the 20. They're looking to take advantage here. They got stopped for some points, and they didn't give up points, but they're going to try that right side incomplete. Once again, Tacoma's still playing very well outside the interception we just seen. They're keeping it close, and they're giving their offense a chance to do something here. It's going to be Kobe Froby. You see right there doing this thing. Markham under pressure one more time, but he still gets it to your mom. And it's going to be another short gain there for St. Louis. 3rd and 6. Markham again under some pressure. It does not get to your mom. Actually, it does get to your mom, but could not quite move her way up the field. Accidentally stepped out of bounds before she could get the first. And that's going to be another stop there. Tacoma's going to elect to not give St. Louis a chance at getting that ball back so close to their own end zone. But it's going to be out my back on the return. Can't get quite past that first defender, but pretty much flipped the field with that play. What has been a very, very eventful first quarter, and they're going to set up with the 5 wide to possibly close this one out. They're not going to send a blitz, but it does get close to getting home, but Bates does come through. Outside of the 35-yard line they go, and here comes the Tacoma eruption at the end of the first quarter, keeping it classy. Still got 45 minutes left in this ball game, plenty to talk about. Plenty for Tacoma to do in their offense. It's going to be a pitch left side. Bouchard is not going to get away from that defender, Caitlin Montaigne. You've seen her almost take that all the way back for a touchdown. Couldn't quite get past that last player, but 2nd and 12 is going to be a good spot there for Tacoma. Taking it again. Looking right side. It's going to be dropped. That's a definite drop there by the running back. And it's going to be 3rd and 12. Maxim Bouchard was able to find that ability to work on those screens as opposed to the runs. It's going to be 3rd and 12 here. Looking for the conversion. It's going to be under pressure. Pass is caught by Smith, but cannot make that first man miss. And that's going to be another stop there from St. Louis, keeping the game close. Bosk sending that one away. It's going to be Bob McBob on the return, taking that to around the 15, extra to the 20. And here comes St. Louis once again on offense, still looking for that answer outside of that big touchdown play on the first play. It's been kind of stagnant there. If you look at the total plays accrued, post that touchdown, hasn't really worked in their favor. And there goes the Benoit Bouchard with the defensive play in the backfield. The Benoit and actually I keep calling them Benoits. The Bouchard brothers, Maxim and Benoit, both making plays so far for Tacoma, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 here for St. Louis.
Black 11, hike.
Markham, middle of the field, and dropped. It's going to be 4th and 11 here. And since I kind of remembered, let me go ahead and bring this roster up for Tacoma. It's going to be Nick Lockett, the quarterback. The quarterback at the move is going to be Maxim Bouchard at the running back spot. They have Jordan Smith at the wide receiver spot, and that's really about it for them on offense. They also have a bot kicker, Galabosk, but he's not a user. On defense, they have Salem Terry Collins at linebacker, Nicholas Watt at linebacker, Drew Von Balasuber. That's the first time I missed that name up in a minute, but that's going to be those three at the linebacker spot, along with the A.B. Johnson, also a user player. And then we also have Kobe Froby. Shout out to Kobe from the Froby doing his thing. And it's going to be Benoit Bouchard and Almy back at the defensive back spot. And Tacoma's trying to move the ball up the field here. I didn't see that play that got him to this point. I'm sorry. I was kind of looking at the roster, but a nice job here so far. 3rd and 1 situation. They're going to try to run, and Bouchard will get the first down barely right at midfield, and they're halfway home. St. Louis looking for the stop. Going to be a handoff here. Bouchard taking that, and that's going to be that man, Preston Dotson, once again making plays. 2nd and 11 coming up. St. Louis going to need some big plays from players like him if they want to get this victory. Passing the left side, wide open. Smith makes a first man miss and out of bounds inside the 40. Tacoma on the move once again. And I think a kick from here will be around like 55-ish yards, but I'm sure they can find a way to move the ball up the field a little bit more. As long as they don't force the ball up the field, it's going to be Bouchard. He's going to get a solid gain right there, close to the 30. So right now, field goal range is active. Like, they flipped that switch, and it's going to be 2nd and 4. Tacoma looking to light up the scoreboard with their red hot offense. Nick Lockett under some pressure, but still gets home, and looks like Jordan Smith is going to make that a 3rd and short situation once again. Won't be surprised if they go for the run play here, setting up for the moves. Hand off. It's going to be Bouchard, and he's going to get stuffed again. Guess who? Preston Dotson is just right there all the time. Like, look at the plays he's able to do. I'm not just gloating because he's my player, but he's pretty good. You got to watch out for that strong safety spot, my man. And it's going to be I'm about to say incomplete, but it's going to be no good. Galaboski doinks it off of the right uprights. Score remains the same, and that's going to be bad news bears there for Tacoma, getting some more points at the current moment. Has not found a way to get into the end zone, but your mom is going to get right to midfield off of that pass. And that's one of the reasons why you keep your players in their desired spots. More oftentimes than not, they'll be able to make those big plays that you need. It's going to be Markham on this play, looking for a man left side, and caught Krieg on the cross. And 2 plays later, St. Louis found a way to get inside the 30, and they'll have a chance to get some points. 8 for 16 on the day for Bobby Markham. Is going to be a reverse there by Copeland. And he's not going to get the first down in that particular play, but a gain of 3 is not bad at all. Left side again for Copeland. He's got good blocking. Not quite the first down, but it's going to be a 3rd and 1 situation. This is going to be a big defensive set of plays here for Tacoma, but especially this one in particular. It's going to be in a pistol formation. Direct to Copeland. He's going to get the job done. This drive will continue. Copeland does make the moves that he's needed. And here comes St. Louis with this great drive, lasting almost 3 minutes. Going for the 5 wide. Pressure almost gets home, but your mom is going to get close to the end zone. The open field tackle makes that a 2nd and 3 situation. Final 3 minutes of the second quarter. Of the first half, whichever one works for you. 2nd and 3, reverse play, and just perfectly blocked. Copeland punches it in, and St. Louis is going to move up 2 possessions thanks to that play right there. Good job overall from St. Louis to move the ball down the field after allowing some yards by Tacoma, but it's going to be up to the Eruption to try to get this game back in their favor. A touchdown will definitely help their chances. 2:46 left in the first half, and St. Louis is going to bring that deadly defense back onto the field. It's going to be Union Savage on the return, taking that to around the 25-yard line. Made that first man miss. I'm not sure how he did it, but he sure as hell did it. 1st and 10, and it's 14-3 at the current moment. They have a full 2 minutes, 40 seconds, 3 timeouts to work something down the field if they have the chance. Going to try Soldier of Friends on that play, but there goes Alan Otero once again with the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And it's going to be the 2-minute warning here. Getting close to the halfway mark of this ball game. Tacoma hasn't really found too much of a rhythm outside of that last drive. They're looking to change that here right before half. They clock it. Look for a man, and it's going to be Cremona. First down, makes the first man miss. Outside the 40 they go. And they're going to keep this one moving around 60 yards or so to get to where they want to be. And only a minute and a half in their pocket to do something. It's going to be Lockett. They send the blitz, doesn't get home, but the pass is there. Got the blocks up front for Cremona. That'll get them right back into St. Louis territory. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Keeping the ball moving. Definitely got to speed it up. Make sure that they can get down the field effectively. Might be able to get some timeouts available too. Right side called by Bouchard. And that's going to be the first timeout called here by Tacoma. And they're probably looking for somewhat of an intermediate play on this one. That would be my personal guess, but it won't be surprised if they go short either, just to see if they can convert. It's going to be passing it again. Quick pitch right side, but the pressure was there, and it's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. Not quite in field goal range, maybe. I could probably try it. Well, not me personally, but I'd probably try it just in case, but you never know. You got to send the blitz this time around, looking right side, and it's going to be picked off by Rawson. I believe his name is off Rawson. I don't know the other side, but St. Louis once again closes in on some points, takes him away from Tacoma, and here comes St. Louis once again with another chance at some points. Looking at the crossing route again, your mom is going to get to the 46-yard line, and they called their first timeout of the first half. So far, St. Louis playing a stellar game all the way around. 6 for 69 on the day for your mom. It's going to be Markham again looking for a man. Left side is open. It's off the hands of the receiver. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. And you got to watch out for those drops right there. Apparently, the defenses are able to pick that up for an interception. I've seen it a few times with these recordings. It's going to be Markham again. Looking left side, but no one home. The pressure was in his face as well, and it'll be in Tacoma's best interest to make sure that at the very least they get the stop on this play to prevent many more points going into the half. And it looks like they're going to try to run play. Copeland is not going to get the first down, and they may just take this one into the half. Solid job on the defense for Tacoma. But right now it's St. Louis's ball game to talk about. 14-3 is the score. And we could go ahead and check on these stats really quick. 10 for 20, 163 for Bobby Markham. 14 for 22 for 106 on the Tacoma side there. He's doing his best, but the 2 turnovers came in their own territory when they were in scoring range. So you never know how that's going to affect this game. But right now I'm sure they could use a little bit more on that side. Make sure that they're more accurate and make sure that they're throwing it to the receiver. Going into the run games here, Bouchard has not got a yard quite yet, -1 yards there, but Copeland is 6 for 27, got that touchdown for St. Louis. On the other side, Darren Eliason had that 1 touchdown, hasn't got anything since off that first play. And then your mom, 6 for 69, and got Tom Krieg 2 for 30. And it looks like the only user player here is 5 for 30, and that's Jordan Smith doing his thing. On defense, we got Caleb Montaigne, 6 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception. 6 tackles, 1 interception, 1 tackle for loss. Did I say that right? I just had the cursor there, wrong place. But 2 interceptions here. Froston had that interception right before the half. Good job from him. Preston Dotson, 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Alan Otero, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And on the other side, Nicholas Watt with 2 tackles, Benoit Bouchard with 4 tackles and a tackle for loss. And those are the only user players there. Going into the team stats, Tacoma does have the play advantage, but not the total yard advantage. So that's kind of where it's kind of leaning right now. St. Louis has more passing yards than Tacoma has total. And that's been kind of the story, especially with those interceptions here, which is kind of split right now. St. Louis, I forgot to say, fumbled 2 times with their quarterback, and they just only managed to get 3 points of it. So that's real big plays all around there on this side. Once again, I love these playoff games. You never know what's going to happen until it happens. I said it in the beginning, but make sure you like and subscribe. Like I always say, we're going to be kicking out these games like I usually can. Make sure you stick on that side. Right now, the schedule is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for gameplay. In regards to the league in general, we got the CSFA on Wednesday and Friday, USFA Thursday and Saturday. So if you go off that schedule right there, we just had the CSFA playoffs on the channel right now, and Markham almost got sacked, fumbled again, but luckily for him, he throws it away. But had the 2 playoff games there for the CSFA yesterday, and then we got the 2 playoff games here today on the USFA side. Go ahead and check this play really quick. Looking right side, and it's going to be picked off by Bailey, and there goes the interception on Tacoma side. They got the fumbles. Now they need to get some pass defense there, and that's going to give Tacoma a fresh start with the full 3rd quarter and some timeouts to work with. They send the blitz, doesn't get home, and it's going to be thrown right back to Aaron Jacobson, and they're just going to flip turnovers here. Turnover city defense. Have yourself a day on both sides. 1st and 10. Just like that, St. Louis is going to start closer to midfield. It's going to be Markham passing this one again, looking left side, and it's going to be Darren Eliason coming down with the catch, and it's going to be 1st and 10 St. Louis. Markham once again passing. It's going to be right side, and it's going to be caught by Juice Concentrate. I forgot what the first name was, but it's going to give him right to the 10-yard line. St. Louis looking to punch that ball into the end zone. White Grape Juice Concentrate. There you go. Handoff again. Copeland looking to get into the end zone, but stuffed right before he could get to the 5-yard line. Markham down at the 6. Setting up with a 3 wide out, 1 tight end set. Handoff to Copeland again, and he's going to get stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, but he does get 1 yard. He's going to set up 3rd and 5. Averaging 4 carry at the current moment. It's going to be Markham blitz, does get home, and it's gone down. It's going to be Stephenson with the play, and it's going to be a field goal set up on the right hash. Still an 11-point game right before the kick. Let's see if he can make it a point right here. Yes, they will. It's going to be to a 2-touchdown mark. 14-point lead there for St. Louis after Joshua knocks it through. 17-3 is the score. And let's see what Tacoma has cooking. They did find a way to get the interception, but gave it right back for their 3rd on the game. All the defenders on St. Louis is salivating at the chance to get some more stats, but they want the victory first and foremost. You love to see it. 1st and 10 Tacoma, and there's 11 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Been a little bit pass heavy on both sides, if I do say so myself, but it's going to be Bouchard chopped down again. There goes Alan Otero on the stop. 2nd and 12. Lockett splits a scent, does not get home. Bouchard makes the play down to the 26-yard line or so, make it 3rd and 8. I think that was Preston Dotson on the blitz. Could not quite get to the quarterback, but Definitely some solid pressure there. Had to go short. 5 wide out set here, and they blitz again, and it almost gets home again, but Jordan Smith comes through in the clutch, keeping the drive alive for the eruption. Then they definitely need a touchdown pretty soon so they can help ease their way back into this ball game. The defense, outside of a few miscues, have been playing very well against the St. Louis team off the hands of the receiver, and that's going to be 2nd and 10. Handoff, Bouchard smacked, and guess who? Preston Dotson just finds his way to knife through those defenses. I don't think there's a lot of players in this league that could do it better than him. He's definitely one of the league leaders in regards to being that defensive player of the year. But Nick Lockett passing this one again. Look at Smith, and he's going to be stopped. 4th and 7 coming up on the play, and Tacoma is not going to be able to continue this drive. St. Louis will get this ball back on offense. Kick is going to be up by Bosk. Send it over to the 10-yard line for Bob McBob. He's got a little room. Had to get past that one defender, but couldn't. But I'll get him to the 17-yard line. St. Louis is back on offense, looking for some more points. Currently holding a 14-point lead. And they're going to go straight for the empty set here for Markham. Looking for a man somehow, some way. Going to go deep, and it's going to be Darren Eliason once again. I think that's catch number 3 on the day. 1st and 10 for St. Louis. Outside of that interception, a fairly solid game there for Markham. It's going to be a Copeland run to the left side, only for 2. Markham passing again, middle of the field, and incomplete. That's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Here comes Markham again. Blitz doesn't get home, and that's going to be caught by Eliason crossing across the middle. Look like they sent all their receivers deep and just had Eliason just cut up across the middle when they wasn't focusing. There's going to be another 1st down set here at the 30. So Tacoma is trying to get the stop, but it looks like St. Louis is settling into that offense right there. 17-3, and they're keeping the ball moving deeper into field goal range. See right there, 10 for 38 on the day for Jason Copeland. He's doing his thing right now. It's going to be another carry, trying to find a crease, and he's going to fall forward for about 2. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Kind of got stacked up on that offensive line there, but he was able to find something. A little shy of 4 a carry for the running back there. Is going to be Markham again, and it's going to be Water just coming up from the backside to snag that one. That was a play right there if I ever seen it. To the 4-yard line, St. Louis goes. And they're going to go empty set again. Perhaps look to try to get that 2nd touchdown on the day for St. Louis. They send a blitz. Does not get home, but it does force the pass out of bounds. That's going to be 2nd and goal. Going to be Copeland, and he's not getting that touchdown right there. 3rd and goal right at the 3. And I always say that 3-yard line is not glitch, but it's very, very difficult. It's like enough room for it to, like, for the defense to do something. Is also a touchdown for St. Louis. Just as I was getting ready to say something about the 3-yard line, they go ahead and run it in. Copeland's 2nd of the day. It's going to be another set of points coming up there, 23-3 on this side. Joshua's going to send this one. It's up and good. And St. Louis is on the fast track to get to their first United Bowl in their career, but they'll have to hold up for another 17 minutes or so. And Tacoma still roaring on this offense, attempting to get everything in check so they can move down the field, get some points. But at the current moment, has that worked in their favor? As Union Savage takes that to the 25-yard line or so, make it to 26. And here comes Tacoma once again. Nick Lockett passing it again, right side. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to set up 2nd and 10. Nick Lockett passing the left side, incomplete in double coverage. It's going to set up a 3rd down situation. They're definitely going to need to start finding their way down the field. They're currently down 3 touchdowns and don't need to get something started before it gets too out of hand. St. Louis is content with making sure that they can get the ball down the field, and that's going to be another incompletion there from Tacoma. That's where you got to get those user players that update. A lot of those plays like that will go away, and they'll start making their way down the field. But it's going to be 4th down regardless. Gallo's going to send this one away to around the 25-yard line or so, and it's going to be Bob McBob taking that one to around, what's the word I'm looking for, the 33-yard line. Here comes St. Louis once again, currently holding a 21-point lead like I said before. Checking the clock on the video here, 41 minutes flat. Markham passed backwards, and Copeland does make the catch, but they're going to lose some yards regardless. A.B. Johnson with the tackle. And that's going to be 2nd and 12. They had to go back 10 yards just to catch the football and had to make all of those back. It's going to be Markham on right side. Caught by your mom, makes the first man miss pretty easily. Look at the moves on that lady. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Seven for 80 on the day for your mom. They're going to hand off to Copeland. He's going to get the 1st down a whole lot more, and he's looking a little bit like Dexter Jackson on that play as we end the 3rd quarter. What a game here for St. Louis. All the way good to go on all fronts. 24-3, and they have the rock inside the 40. Looking for some more points. Speaking with their general manager, Turks, it seems like Jason Copeland is good for at least one of those plays a game. So he's very content with still adding the run game into their set. See if they can actually get something cooking, catch them off guard. And they definitely did on that particular play. Markham passing it again right side. And Krieg does catches and turn it up the field for about 3. Here comes 3rd and 7. Kick from here will be around like 49 yards or so. But I'm sure they're looking for a lot more than that. They're going to go ahead and give it to Copeland, and they were ready for him that time on 3rd down. The gain of 0, and it's going to be a pretty long kick here for Joshua. Let's see if he can knock it through, make it a 27-3 game. Joshua straight enough, and it is good from 49. He gets it done. Good job overall from Joshua. He's been knocking them through all game long, and it's a 27-3 ball game after that one. Go ahead, send this one away. 13.5 minutes left in the 4th. And it's going to be Tacoma back on offense pretty soon. At the current moment, the offense has been pretty flat. Haven't been able to move the ball down the field. Definitely need to get some more weapons in order to help supplement Lockett's game. He's probably more of a guy that you'll need a solid running back to help out. Don't think he has quite the juice to make the job done like other teams can. But hey, he has a rocket, as you can see, and he already got Tacoma into St. Louis territory with that one. It's going to be 1st and 10. 3 for 45 on the day for Leroy Bates. Handoff again, Bouchard. He's going to get maybe 2. Make that 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Five wide out set here. Look and see if they can ignite that arm, and it's going to get close to him, but Jordan Smith's going to make that catch, and Caitlin Montaigne cleans it up. It looked like that was once again Preston Dotson just waiting to knock him down, but could not quite get to him. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Lockett standing tall, good protection, and it gets to Bates once again inside the 25-yard line. And it's going to move them into the field goal range. I'm sure they're looking for a touchdown. They definitely need it. It's going to be 1st and 10 Tacoma. Bouchard again. And it's going to be stopped again by Alan Otero. That's going to make it 2nd and 12. The final 10 minutes in this ball game. Tacoma not looking pretty at the current moment, but they definitely need to get something cooking. It's going to be Lockett passing this one. Right side is open. Caught by Smith. He's going to make the first man miss and takes this one straight out of bounds inside the 15. And that's going to help their chances. Looking back at this game, though, those interceptions are proving kind of deadly, especially seeing as they're inside the 40 every single time that happened. It's going to be Nick Lockett passing it right side, and that looked a little sketchy there. In my opinion, that defense was a little bit tough, but it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here for Tacoma. Looking for some spots to get this job done. Punch it into the end zone. Lockett looking for his first touchdown, looking right side. It's going to be Bates once again on the catch right at the 4-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Interesting call set for here. Setting up with 5 people on the offensive line. And it's going to be Bouchard hitting the backfield. Alan Otero once again with the plays. It's going to be 4th and 5. Tacoma does get stopped. And they're going to go elect for the field goal. Try to get it to a 24-point game. Really doesn't help them too much. But they're going to go and take those points as they can. Better to go away with 3 than 0, I'd suppose, but they definitely need to get this ball back for sure. They're going to go ahead and go for the regular kick just so they could try to pin, maybe even get a turnover, try to punch it into the end zone. But right now, 27-6 is your ball game. 7.5 minutes left in this one. Darren Eliason taking that one to the 25-yard line. And here comes St. Louis. And off on the misdirection there is going to be Copeland taking that one to around the 28-yard line. Here comes St. Louis. Taking the handoff here, hit as he throws. And that was once again one of those situations where he could have fumbled, but it's going to be 3rd and 7. Tacoma has a chance to get off the field real quick. And they're going for the jumbo set here. Appears to be passing out of it. Passing it right side wide open. Krieg. And that's going to get him the first down. Burning the clock in the process. 6.5 minutes in this ball game. And every first down from St. Louis is going to make this a lot closer for a victory for them. 27-6 is the score. Markham looking for a man deep. And it's going to be your mom catching that one. It's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 15 in a blink of an eye, actually. Went from almost getting off the field to right deep into the red zone just like that. Pitch left side. Makes the first man miss and a gain that gets him to the 5-yard line for that man Copeland. He's having a solid game overall. I think he's averaging over 4 yards a carry. He's doing very well, I must say. It's going to be 2nd and 2. They're going to give it to him again, see if he can get the job done, and he does just that. Another quick first down inside the 5, and it could be a trifecta if they could punch it in with the running back. Taking most of the glory here, you see right there. Copeland is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Tacoma electing to use their timeouts a little bit later, but at the current moment, if St. Louis keeps getting first downs and touchdowns, it really doesn't matter. Handoff again to Copeland. He's getting stuffed again. There goes Nicholas Watt. Really haven't seen his name called up to this point, but still looking for a chance to get some plays in if this may be his last game of the season. 3rd and goal coming up. Copeland bouncing around trying to find the crease. Could not find it. And as you all know, the quickest way up the field is north and south. Once you go east or west, it's kind of hard for you to make any plays. That's where you get the awareness up so you can make sure those plays don't happen like that. But they'll take that field goal right back. Joshua once again on the money. And it's the final 2 minutes of this ball game. I don't think Tacoma has what it takes to get that amount of points there, but a valiant effort all around, in my opinion, by Tacoma making it to this point. But sometimes that is how the cookie crumbles. Not everything's going to go your way. Had some opportunities there, but could not capitalize, and St. Louis, they were able to. So it's going to be Tacoma with the football, with the 5 wide, looking to get something going, at least to get some pride. Scores going right there to go and try the corner route, and it was a little bit over the head of everybody as we hit the 2-minute warning. And right now Tacoma's no longer in that settle or in punt mode. They got to go for it on every play. Make sure they can try to get some points. 1 minute 53, and it's going to be some solid blocks, and it's just going to go ahead and throw that one away. No one home on the right side. It's going to be 3rd and 10. It's going to be Lockett pitching the right side, caught by Smith, makes the first man miss, and then just going to take that one out of bounds, avoid the hit. Young player down to the 35-yard line. A minute and a half left in this ball game. It was 10 for 80 on the day for Jordan Smith. A decent enough game in regards to catches, but has not been able to get the yards like normal. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be that man, Preston Dotson. Give that man that contract. He said he's worth the check. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 43, and I think it's going to be all good to go if they can keep getting first downs. Copeland with the first carry gets 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Hand off Copeland, first down. Yes, it is first down there for St. Louis. That's going to more than likely close this ball game up. Don't think they're going to go anything too extravagant. We're just going to take the knee. Or maybe they might. Just a different formation here. Yes, they are. They're going to run the ball still. But Copeland's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage there. Balasubramaniam gets him for the play. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. And I believe they are still in field goal range, but they're keeping their normal offense on the field. You never know what happens. Copeland hitting the backfield again. Nicholas White once again trying to do his best to at least get something going. St. Louis is more than likely going to drain this one as far as they can and then take it to the end of the ball game. And this should be it right here. They look to be in the kneeling formation. And once again, congratulations to St. Louis. They will be making their first trip to the United Bowl in their career. They've actually went through a little bit of ups and downs. They've made the playoffs pretty much every season except for last year. But up to this point, they've made it to that playoff mark, and they haven't been able to get that first playoff victory. But shout out to Tertz and the gang. They found a way to get it done, and they're going to go ahead and move to the next round. Well, technically, it's the final round. There's one more game to beat on both sides, the USFA and the CSFA. We got Central Houston Polytechnic and East Augusta University for the CSFA, and then we have the USFA United Bowl is going to be St. Louis and the homies over there at Huntington Beach going at it. So a lot of big days here, and I think all the teams have blue in them, right? Central Houston, yeah, all the teams are blue. So all the teams have blue in them. That's pretty crazy. So might be the first time that's ever happened as well, where we didn't have like a different color for all the teams. All the blue teams have made it in regards to just having that available for them. Let's check into the stats there. It's 20 for 36 for 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 355 yards for Bobby Markham. He's been dotting them up all game long. Good job from him. And it's going to be 23 for 40 for 217, 4 interceptions. And I think all 4 of those interceptions pretty much told the whole story, because Tacoma had a lot of chances in this ball game. It just did not work out in their favor. I think 3 of those interceptions, they were within the 40-yard line on their own side of the field, and ended up getting the ball right back. So got to make sure you secure that football. Give your quarterback some more people to target, and this team could definitely turn up. They have a lot of picks coming up in the upcoming season, so I can't wait to see what they do. And it's going to be real fun to see how this one turns up. Show some love to all the homies. Got 25 for 91, 2 touchdowns on the day for Jason Copeland. On the other side, 17 for -7 for Bouchard. And going down the list, your mom, 8 for 121. Darren Eliason, 4 for 150, 1 touchdown. Tom Krieg, 4 for 51. And Jordan Smith there, 10 for 80 on the day. Going on the defensive side, as you can see, 4 interceptions, and you say was it 29 total tackles in between all the players that had an interception on that one. So that's just crazy all on its own. 3 user players there. Caleb Montaigne has 7, Arn Jacobson has 7, and Preston Dotson has 7. All of them had an interception. 7 total tackles for loss in between those 3 players in particular, and 1 deflected pass there by Preston Dotson doing his thing. On defense, only 2 user players that I see here. Bouchard has 7 tackles and a tackle for loss, and A.B. Johnson has 7 tackles and a tackle for loss. Going into the team stats, 66-60 in favor of St. Louis. Looks like 434-205 in the total yards set. 7 total interceptions, so St. Louis is looking to chop that down, make sure that doesn't happen in the big game. 2 tackles between the 2 teams. Let's go into these player stats really quick, see how these players did. See a 58% here for Nick Lockett, good job. Just had to cut down on those interceptions. That was really the only thing that slowed Tacoma down, was the turnovers. Going into this side, Bouchard had 3 for 20. And I believe that's all the user players here. That's going to change, and that's going to change the landscape of Tacoma in general. So, good job by them. A.B. Johnson doing his thing. 7 tackles, 7 for Bouchard, 6 for Watt, and on my back with 4 in his final USFA game. I hope he does well in his future endeavors. I'm on my WWE mode with it. It's going to be Drew Ron Subramaniam with 3 tackles, Kobe Froby with 3 tackles, and just looking down the list there, see if there's anyone else. Salem Tierney Collins, haven't said his name a lot, but he had 1 tackle on the day, and that's all the user players there. Going into the returns, and it's going to be out my back with an average of 7 on the punt returns. Union Savage with the average of 18.3, and that's a bot player, so not that big of a deal. And 2 for 3 on field goals for Tacoma, but I think that one missed one in the beginning portion of the game. That was pretty big too. It kind of set the precedence. They need to make sure they get those points when they could. And Bosk, he had 6 punts and 3 inside the 20. Good job on the day for him. So going into the St. Louis side, let's double check there. 56% there for Bobby Markham. It's going to be rushing side, 25 for 91, 2 touchdowns, doing his thing. Darren Eliason and your mom were the leaders in the receiving game. Krieg had some big catches across the middle, 4 for 51. Copeland had 1 for -2. Not a big day for him. And it looked like Charlie Baker had 4 targets, dropped 3 of them. So got to make sure you get the awareness and the catching attribute for those catches so you can put yourself in the best position to make the play. And you can avoid all those weird, like, running away from the football animations. I've seen how it is with the base players, and I've studied the the attributes. I think that's the best in regards to getting that away from you. So make sure you do all of that. Going into the defensive side of things, like I said, Aaron Jacobson, Preston Dotson was 7. You got Montaigne with 7, Alan Otero with 6. Going through the rest of the list, Bob McBob with 2 on the day. And just checking through the list, make sure I got everyone. And I believe that's all the user players there. Good job by all of them. Bob McBob averaged 8.5 on the punt returns, and it looks like over 21 yards. In regards to the kick return, that's why you get your speedy players on the punt and kick return side, so you can maximize your chances to get closer to the end zone. So that's kind of my thought process on it. And kicking side, Joshua pitch perfect, doing his acapella mode right there. 3 extra points, good. 3 field goals is good, and he had 3 punts. 1 of those was inside the 20. So outside of that, we could go ahead and wrap this one up here. This is the end of the semifinal looks, and we're going to go ahead and move into the CSFA National Championship for Season 3. So make sure you stand by for that. Only 2 more games left in this thing. I can't wait to see how this one turns out on both sides. See who is the champions on the CSFA and the champions on the USFA. And like I said before, the CSFA National Championship will be on Saturday. I believe we'll set that time up for 8 p.m. EST or 5 p.m. PST, whichever one you prefer. And we'll do the same thing more than likely for the USFA as well the next day on Saturday. So make sure you stop by, show some love to the homies. Let's go ahead and get to it. I can't wait to see it. I know you can't wait to see it. Head down to the description down below, like and subscribe. Like I say, do what as I say. I won't steer you wrong. But anyway, it's going to be your man Stacks here. Tried to get Caboose here on this one, but he's been busy. So I got to do it. Hey, someone's got to do it. We're going to keep it moving. I can't wait to see how this goes down. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll go ahead and close this one out here. Currently at 1 hour on the dot. So very nicely done on that recording as well. So we'll go ahead and close it out here. It's been a pleasure doing this and look forward to do plenty more. It's your boy Stacks. I'm out. I'll go ahead and see you for the national championship tomorrow. I'll see you then.